Hello everyone, welcome back to Hog and Hill Design. Today we have something special. A new shipment came in. It's Katie's present. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I peeked.
You're the one that picked it out.
True.
It is... What did we get, Katie? How about...
Shrimpies.
Shrimps. Forgive me if I slaughter the name, but it's Neocaridina shrimp, or Neocaridina.
You did good.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Skittle shrimp.
Skittle shrimp, we gotta pull them out of their box because they've had about a 2 or 3 day trip here. Get them in the water to get them acclimated for temperature. So check it out. Katie, bring them over and we'll stick them in this bowl here.
Now I want to be careful because these are really tiny. Don't want to get any stuck in the bag. I count over 15, so I'm thinking 20. Looks like a little carousel in there.
I guess a lot of people call these Skittle shrimp because of the different colors. And these are like all red. There's some multicolored ones, some blue ones.
We have some yellow, some clear.
Hard to count them all.
I know, they won't quit moving. I have an idea. We'll take a picture and then count the still.
I don't know how good of a picture we can get on this camera because it doesn't like to focus in close.
I would say we probably got 20 of them, just judging by this picture.
Take a little footage with my phone because it likes to focus a little better, and we'll see. Right now we have a 10-gallon tank that we're going to put them in. All that's in there is some snails, but it is cycled.
Well, we do have plants in there. I'm going to put more in there, but I want to watch these guys to make sure they're okay for a little bit before I fill with more plants for hiding.
We'll take a look at the tank quick. It has got a Hamburg Matten filter on it. A little 12-volt pump sits behind there and pumps into the tank. And there's a lot of snails inside there. We got some Java moss and a couple of, what are they called, banana plants?
Yes.
And a couple of remnants of some stem plants that are just kind of floating around in there. We did a freshwater change on it just in case, did some testing, made sure the parameters were good. Bag has been in there acclimating for a while, so now it's time to add the shrimp.
Waves roll over me, feet in the sand as the water moves in, wash away my fears.
I do want to get some red ones to add in there, though. I wanted to see what colors we got before we did anything.
Well, it looks like they're just happy to be out of that bag finally.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to our mail carrier, who's also a friend of ours. This was the first time she ever received a box that said live fish, and she panicked. She sent me a message, and she's like, what do I do with these? She didn't want anything to happen to them, and she wanted to make sure that they were delivered safe and sound and not left on a doorstep where it was going to be too cold, because after all, we are in Wisconsin. And I politely asked her, I said, I'm actually at work, would you mind dropping them off here for me? And she did just that. She was so afraid that something might be wrong because it was cold outside. And she said she kept them up in her cab so that they had heat with her the whole route and they weren't stuck in the back. And she asked me to open them to make sure they were all okay and everybody was fine in the bag, and she was good to go. She said that's the first time ever. She even sent a picture to her husband saying, "Oh my gosh, look at what I have."
Julie, if you're watching, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. You're the best. They're just so cool to watch, the way they move, and I don't know much about them, what certain body parts are called, but we'll just stick this cover on. We don't want any of them jumping out. Not that they would, but help stuff from falling in, keep the water from evaporating as much. Well, what'd you think?
I think they're pretty awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like them too. Like I said, I hope they make lots of babies, because if we get enough of them, I would like to put some in our planted tank. If any of you haven't seen it yet, I'll give you a little peek of that. A lot of projects going on. Here's our 75-gallon planted tank, community tank. A lot of fish in there, a lot of plants. It's doing so well. So many places for the shrimp to hide, lots of Java moss. Once we breed them out a little bit and have a good population of them, we'll see how they do. There's gourami in here, ram, guppies, a rainbow fish. We have loaches, corridoras, glass catfish, polka dot pictus catfish, plecos. We got a rubber mouth and a medium pleco. I don't know if I'm leaving anyone out. Oh, some Danios. If any of you have some experience with these fish and having a community tank with some shrimp, let us know in the comments below if you've had success keeping shrimp with that many fish. Oh, angelfish. Yeah, we have lots of angelfish. We're going to be doing more and more of this. Lots of tanks. We have goldfish. We're doing some research on what kind of plants can be kept with them, because I would like to kind of give them some substrate and some plants eventually, I think.
I don't trust them.
Yeah, they are rather rambunctious.
Not so much rambunctious, they just eat everything in sight no matter what it is.
Yeah. So we might just go back to having a bog system, because I really don't like the amount of water changes that I have to do with them. If you've looked back at our other videos, this tank was over there on that rack, kind of right over there. That's where we originally had it until I built this stand and brought it here, because we had gotten more aquariums. We kept a hanging bog above it, and it did really well with nitrate levels and whatnot. Kept the water super clear. The plants grew like crazy because, of course, goldfish like to poop a lot. This oranda, really cool. The tail on him is so awesome. When we first got him, he basically had no tail at all. In the pet store, it was just chewed off when he was a little guy, and now he's just wonderful. So we're going to have to do a video on him to let you guys kind of see the progress that he made. We got our indoor pond that we're working on. It's got a big monster pleco in there with all them goldfish. This spring, when we do all the cleanup in this area here, we're going to take this freezer out. We're going to put in some big tanks, at least 125s, not 180s I would like to get. We're just doing some searching because everyone knows how expensive those are. Of course, we got our hospital tank down here, and the Tetra Castle, which also has a couple other fish but tetras in there. Got a male and female swordtail in there, and I think she is starting to get kind of plump. Along with an algae eater, he kind of keeps things clean. But I don't know if you guys can kind of tell. This is a 29-gallon tank, two-piece castle. And we keep it bare bottom for now because we are going to eventually do a huge bog system on this rack and have tons of plants that it feeds back to that water, help with the nitrate levels, dabble in some aquaponics, and just make this beautiful. Got all these kind of ferns and crap that we're dealing with. We love ferns. just trying our hand in a lot of things that we do have experience with plants. We're more gardeners and whatnot than fish keepers. It's rather a new hobby for us, but we take it seriously. We want to learn, and we want to take you along with us. So this is probably going to be our last video for the year. Only a couple days left of the year. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone that's been watching and subscribing. It's been great. It's a different experience. Starting up a YouTube channel is not an easy task, but it is fun. It's something that at least I really enjoy doing. And I have to thank Katie for putting up with me. It's like YouTube this, YouTube that all the time. And it's kind of become an obsession, but always loved photography, always loved sound, and doing recordings and working on with the computer side of it is a lot of fun for me. But it takes a lot of time, and so she puts up with that, and so thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. But thank you guys for watching and adding your comments and subscribing and giving us support. It's a really cool community, so we appreciate it. We started this channel back in February of this year, so it's only been 11 months, not quite to a year yet, and we can't wait to show you everything that we're going to be up to next year. Of course, if you want to go back to our channel, I encourage that. Take a look at the other things we've done. We built a greenhouse. Unfortunately, with camera problems and the busyness of the schedule that we had last year, I didn't get to do as much footage as we wanted to, but we do have a couple videos about it, and it just kind of got to a late start with growing season. But next year's going to be great. That thing is already up. We got so many plans, big ponds outside that we do, and it's just going to get great. And we want to take all of you with us. Check it out, enjoy it. Hopefully you learn something, and we hope to learn from you. So we appreciate your comments, and I don't know what else to say.
Happy New Year, everybody. From Hagen Hill Design, Jake and Katie. Just want to thank you guys also for everything you've done. And we hope that you follow us into the new year and continue watching.
Please do so. And when you're done with this video, check out this video that's right above Katie's head. Right about there. It's some videos about some new fish, and I'll put a little video maybe right in front of her face. It has to do with the greenhouse, since it was her idea. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us out. We're trying to make this channel be something
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys.
See you later.